EA Sports. It's in the game.
What's up, bro?
This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He has warned his team. Everything is on the line. He understands the college football playoffs, the rankings, the seedings, being able to host at home. Everything matters today. But he wants to take all that pressure off his team for this last game of the season. He said, our only focus today has to be on each other and doing your job every play. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Sooners ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Now here's Moore. Coming out aggressively. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than these late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
Turns it loose. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Quarterback changing the play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. They'll need a bunch on second down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is second and long. Back to pass again. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Third and long coming up. Making the adjustment. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Mateer. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Moore. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just feeds the running back. Swamped immediately. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Ducks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. And it's caught, and he is stopped short. You have to get past the marker on that route.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Making the adjustment on the play. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down.
Freeze! Q! Rampage! Hey, move! Go!
Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Extending the play. Caught, and they swarm him under.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Motion from the wideout.
Ready, go!
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Thomas. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here.
Hey, take it! Go!
Quick give. It's Blaylock. Open space at the 25. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Here we go, ready! Like 18!
Tight end now in motion.
Go!
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready! Like 88!
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Over! Right!
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Penalties like that will just drive you nuts and ruin drives. Here comes 2nd and 14.
Smart! Ready!
They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your... quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the return, it's Baird. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Wow. I don't love that throw by the QB, man. It's not a good idea to lob the football anywhere in the middle of the field because it gives defenders an opportunity to rally to the ball and knock it away.
2nd and long here. Dante Moore. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Better field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready. Right 18, right 18. Flip, flip, jet. Where did he go?
Using his legs. It's play. Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short.
Ready, ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go.
Quarterback keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2.
Ready. Blue 22.
Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Flash, flash. Rock, rock, rock. Move, move, blue. Go, go.
Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Blaylock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run him again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. open from the 15. Here's Moore to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Moore will throw. Got the back over the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Ducks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Walker. They'll corral him and get it down at the 17-yard line on the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side is Thomas. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. He's going to let it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th and 19-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Throwing Moore. Looking deep down the right side. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 16, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Longhorns who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. Make it now 7 straight victories, one of the longest win streaks in all the FBS. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback
snags it, and there's running room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Gonna run it. It's Blaylock. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Sooners with the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hansen. Runs through. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. More. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 7. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it, there's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job on the defense, forcing it with the assist from the weather.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Right side, it's Walker. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Blaylock. Got a little grass, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Sooners! The AT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board. Wide receiver going in motion.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Dante Moore. Right down the middle. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Scanning the field, it's Bentley. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. On the delay, it's Blaylock. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's third and forever. He tried to get his team the first down, not enough. Let's see what they do on fourth.
I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Oregon. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback changing the play. On the run, it's Blaylock. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking downfield, it's Bentley. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Here's Moore to throw. Spits it out to the back. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Upstairs, he's got it. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing Moore. Still looking to his right. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Long way to go on second down. Rid of it on the RPO. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They're testing the right side here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And there's really no question here, after not getting it on that last run play, down in the fourth quarter, fourth down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this first down? Keep the drive moving and keep your chances of winning this game alive.
Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Look out! Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Ready. Wide, 3, wide, 3, go.
Rides to the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Moore. Turns it upfield. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Moore to the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Here's a throw downfield late. Got it down the field. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Dante Moore. He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the field. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Moore to the air again. Buying time to his right. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly...
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Looking for room, it's Walker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.